Hello. In this session today, we are going to talk about the human part of the Scrum framework. In the different events, most probably we have some issues with the people that sometimes we don't know how to manage, and it's difficult to get consensus or to reach consensus and be efficient in our plans. So I'm going to tell if there are some or one of these issues that resonates to you, okay? So, do you think the product owner interprets the expectations of the user? Do you know that the PO knows how to ask the developers about the priorities? Do you know the PO knows how to say no to the users without lying and saying why? The developers are autonomous and responsible. The developers accept sometimes that they don't know and they know how to ask for help. The developers comply with what they say. On the other side, the Scrum Master knows how to gain authority within the Scrum team. The Scrum Master knows the responsibility, that his responsibility or her responsibility is not to decide over the POs or the developers. The Scrum Master raised the flag with the risk to the users, and so on. In the events, during planning, they know how to reach a consensus in the time that we allocate to that. In the dailies, can they differentiate between a fact that happened or may happen and an opinion of the developer? At the retros, can they listen actively each other and have the emotional capacity or the emotional ability to adapt the plan? And I have more examples. And this is for me, the human part, the human capabilities or inabilities to reach consensus in a most effective way. Okay? So what I want to say during these 60 minutes I'm going to spend with the assistants, okay, is a first set of contents that is going to be around active listening. The point here is why we learn, or we have learned, how to pitch, but not how to listen. This is strange, no? Because active listening includes hearing plus interpretation, which is the biggest filter and, differentiate us as human beings, but it's a filter. So what I want to set here is to change the default. That what I said and what you listen is not the same event, are different things, and there is a gap. The interpretation is kind of a weapon, okay, for good things or bad things. So I'm going to show that it's almost impossible not to have communication problems. All the organizations have communication problems, and I'm going to give these tools in order to reduce, hopefully to zero, that gap. Okay. The bottom line here, the key message is that what I said, or the intention of my pitch, of what I'm saying, is not necessarily the impact that causes on you that you are listening to me. So the key here is that I have to make the effort to understand the other person's paradigms, beliefs, which are the past experiences, what happened with them in their story, okay? And try to have more information about that. In order to reach that level of consciousness, I'm going to give some tools for active listening, like the obvious framework, like the elephant in the room, like the left column, which is what I think I'm not saying to you, okay? My plan is that I'm going to ask you to put your left column on top of the table. Which is the best solution to understand the other people's belief? Well, ask questions. Those powerful questions that maybe we are trained or the Scrum team is trained on, but we need to reinforce that and why we are doing that. The second set of contents is going to be understanding the diversity of opinion, okay? I have to make the effort to understand other people's point of view, and the diversity of opinion is for me the diversity that we need to talk about in this kind of sessions, okay? When we are focusing on the human being. Because I think that any of us has something to say, very valuable, because I can have an idea to solve a problem that may be better or not from the other one. But I need to have like the psychological safety that I can say something and I'm going to be respected of what I said, okay? And the other people is not going to judge me so quickly. In that way, we can give our opinion, and then the key is going to be reach the consensus, which is different from reaching an agreement. I'm going to review that tool also regarding consensus and agreement, okay? So, bottom line, I want to make the Scrum values very real, talking about human beings, okay? That we need to be transparent, we need to inspect and allow the others to inspect us, and also to adapt to what the feedback is. So that's my session today. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope to see you in Amsterdam. Thank you.